Shalom. Call Halal Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua Ba'Hashem Ruach Kwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shabbat Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity. Brother Yahshua, I'm back with a little quick update on how this thing is progressing. The third woe, okay? And this is Second Chronicles. I'm going to keep this one real short. Second Chronicles 20 and 23. For the children of Ammon and Moab stood up against the inhabitants of Mount Seir. Okay? Now, eventually all these, even the allies of Babylon the Great are going to turn on them, all right? But mostly we're looking right here at Ammon. Salakia, at Moab. For the children of Ammon and Moab stood up against the inhabitants of Mount Seir, utterly to slay and destroy them. All right? And when they had made an end of the inhabitants of Seir, everyone helped to destroy another. All right? And this is, it happened, it's about to happen again, and we're watching the buildup of it. All right? So let's watch this. This is Secret Files 333, May 3rd, which is today, 3 May. All right. U.S. sent a message to Moab. Babylon Navy destroys target with drone swarm, like locusts. Okay. All right. A drone swarm looked like a bunch of locusts. Anyway, let's watch this. They're out here fighting on the South China Sea.
U.S. Navy destroys target with drone swarm and sends a message to China. The U.S. Navy has destroyed a surface vessel with a swarm of drones for the first time. The strike, disclosed in a briefing on April 26, was carried out during the Unmanned Systems Integrated Battle Problem 21 exercise conducted off the coast of California. The swarm attack, which was directed against a target identified by an unmanned surface vessel, was one of several unmanned systems teaming operations during the exercise. These included a combination of unmanned aircraft and boats identifying an enemy vessel that was engaged with an SM-6 anti-ship missile from the guided missile destroyer USS John Finn. The target of this type of exercise is clear. China is developing so-called anti-access/area denial defenses, layered missiles and radar to keep American aircraft and warships out of the South China Sea. The latest exercise, and the swarm attack in particular, suggest that America is preparing to respond. Unmanned systems allow military actions to be taken without risking sailors' lives, or with the danger of escalation that comes with human casualties. And unlike a missile, a swarm attack is scalable and can escalate to any level of conflict. A swarm can simply harass a target by flying around it, irritate more seriously by jamming radio systems and navigation, step it up a gear by knocking out a radio masts or other infrastructure, or deliver a knockout blow of sinking a vessel, as just demonstrated. Whatever form a conflict takes, swarming weapons will be able to play a role when other weapons are useless. Remember, though, that the Chinese have drone swarms too.
All right. Now, in all these war game scenarios, all right, what they're finding at the end of their calculations, that China is easily able to take down the U.S. All right, we're losing, and when I say we, I mean Babylon the Great is losing the asymmetric war. All right. And they're trying to boost themselves up with this type of propaganda. This is a report. This is a rumor, okay? But the point is that who wins the Third World War? The Medes, all right? Who are the allies of the Medes right now? Moab is the strongest one. The Persians, okay? And then eventually everybody's going to turn their sights and fire their missiles on Babylon the Great. All right. So again, the premise of the video is to show that the third woe is on and cracking. It's not just the Persians shooting at the least of the flock over there, right, in the Valley of Yehoshaphat. It's going down is the point, all right? And we can do this, with these rumors or these reports, you can do this all day, okay? You can bring out these reports all day, right? And China is like, we're encroaching on your, don't come into the South China Sea, which turns into the Pacific the further you go, east from Moab. The further you go east, it turns into the Pacific, which is our territory. And when I say our, I mean Babylon the Great. So basically, these people are taunting each other and actually firing upon each other, okay? They are engaging, all right? And what they're doing is they haven't declared war, right? But that doesn't mean that they're not fighting each other. A declaration of war is different than, firing on each other. They're clearly saying, okay, Navy destroys target with drones. That means that they're firing on targets. All right? It says here, the strike disclosed in a briefing on April 26 was carried out during Unmanned Systems Integrated Battle Problem 21 exercise. So they're having these war games, so to speak, all right, off the coast of California, all right. They make it seem like it's so close to the, but they're out there. Either China is in Babylon's sea space, or the opposite, what they call the South China Sea. All right, and those lines are being blurred, more and more. Let's watch this real quick.
Earn your degree faster at Purdue.
This one is Moab's nuclear submarine armed with ballistic missiles capable of hitting the mainland of Babylon.
China's new nuclear submarine armed with ballistic missiles capable of hitting mainland USA. China's newly commissioned nuclear-powered submarine, dubbed the Type 094A, is equipped with ballistic missiles capable of hitting targets at a distance of 10,000 kilometers, 6,200 miles, the most powerful in the country, the South China Morning Post reported, citing a military source. The new nuclear submarine, showcased last week as part of the celebration to mark the 72nd anniversary of the Chinese Navy, is armed with the JL-3, or Zhulong, submarine-launched ballistic missile, the newspaper said. The Type 094A is an upgraded version of Type 094 that overcame one of the key problems, noise, by improving hydrokinetic and turbulence systems, allowing it to carry the more powerful JL-3, the source was quoted as saying on Sunday. Before the upgrade, the submarine was capable of firing the inferior JL-2 that could only hit the northeast United States, the source said, noting that currently, it is able to cover the whole American continent. The newspaper also reported, citing a military expert, that the new weapon would boost China's ability to retaliate after a nuclear strike. The Asian country currently has 6 Type 094 and Type 094A submarines, with each able to carry 16 JL-3 missiles. According to Forbes quoted by SCMP, before entering striking distance of the mainland U.S., the Type 094A subs would have to get past a cordon of U.S. military bases in the Pacific, exposing planned submarines to possible detection by U.S. P-8 Poseidon patrol planes, surface warships, and other undersea surveillance equipment.
So as you can see, this thing is going down. All right? And nobody's going to stop it. All right? The Most High is shifting things into high gear. This is Isaiah.
Interested in this recent exercise done by the UK Navy, quite a big one for the UK. I guess part of my question here is, we don't hear a lot about the UK Navy.
Slovakia for that. This is Isaiah 14. Isaiah 14 and 10. This is what China's saying. Let's start right here. Isaiah 14 and 9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become as weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? All right? Hey, China's like this. Come on, let's do this. All right? Let's do this. We got technology too. You get all your chips from us. All right? Maybe we programmed your chips to respond to our programs. Okay? This is 2 Kings. So we got everything. We got saber rattling. Okay? Wars and rumors of wars. We got the least of the flock drawing them out. Got this thing is jumping up. This is 2 Kings 19 and 7. Behold, I will send a blast upon him, and he shall hear a rumor, and shall return to his own land, and I will cause him to fall by the sword in his own land. All right? This rumor is a report. Let's go to that. And I was telling these Elamites at the camp the other day, I'm like, look, you're going to go home soon. I said, why did you come over here? Well, to make money and to go to school. I'm like, yeah, and then take the money back home. You're about to go home soon because it's going to get bad out here. It's 2 Kings 19 and 7 in the NLT. Listen, I myself will move against him, and the king will receive a message that he is needed at home. So he will return to his land, where I will have him killed with the sword. Okay? Right now, they're calling back the troops from Afghanistan. All right? They're calling them back, so that he shall hear a rumor and return to his own land, and I will make him fall by the sword in his own land. All right? So that rumor, that report, all right, they're hearing it. And he shall hear tidings, and he will hear a report, right? Hey, we got to bring the troops home real quick before we send them right back out to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. All right? Let's see. So Isaiah 13 and 4. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the hosts of the battle. All right? They come from a far country, even from the end of heaven, even the Lord, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. All right? Hey, the Most High is mustering the host of the battle. All right? And getting ready for these nukes. Right? Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore, all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. All right. We're so close to the end that it's palpable. All right. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and close it. Keep it short. Hope that the elect were edified. And with that, we'll say shalom. Stay prepared.